When I was a child, I first heard the parable of the blind man and the elephant, a group of men each touching a different part of the elephant who believed they knew the whole truth. One held the trunk and thought it was a snake, another held the leg and thought it was a tree, another touched the ear and thought it was a fan. Each was partly right, but also incomplete. That story has stayed with me my whole life, because isn't that the way so many of us live? Holding on to one piece of truth and thinking it's the whole, and sometimes even judging others or arguing with others because they see it differently. In a spiritual sense, that elephant represents something greater: God, the divine truth, ultimate reality. And what I've come to believe is this: no one person, no one philosophy, no one healing practice has it all. Each of us is grasping at a part of the whole. This truth has shaped how I approach life now, my work in healthcare, my spiritual journey. For years, I held tightly to what I was taught: my Christian faith, my medical training, my cultural conditioning. And in many ways, those served me, but they also left me with some blind spots, if I'm being honest. It took life experience, struggle, mistakes, heartbreak, healing, to realize that wholeness doesn't come from silos, it comes from integration. Not treating just the symptom, but the whole human being: body, mind, soul, and spirit. Not dismissing their beliefs, but finding the wisdom in each of them. And I'll be honest, this hasn't been an easy path. I grew up in a broken family, carrying wounds that took years to face. At 17, and again at 50, I had a spiritual awakening that shook me, realizing I was both the cause of much of my suffering, and I was also the one who could change it. And that moment began a lifelong journey inward. Marriage, motherhood, divorce, remarriage, working as a nurse while raising 3 kids as a single mother. Those seasons stretched me, broke me at times, but also gave me a new purpose. I found love, forgiveness, and transformation in unexpected places. I explored faith, alternative therapy, psychology, science, energy healing, nature, and stillness under the sky. Each offered a glimpse of the elephant, and slowly I shed layers of fear, shame, and survival patterns that no longer served me. Today, I stand freer, lighter, and more authentic. Not perfect, not finished, but more whole. And my deepest calling is to share that truth, that crises are not meant to break us, but to awaken us. That love in all its forms is the thread that ties it all together. When we learn to see ourselves and others through the eyes of the elephant, through the eyes of wholeness and divine truth, of the I am, we discover not just knowledge, but wisdom, not just understanding, but love, not just survival, but transformation and healing. This is my life and coaching philosophy. I'm not here to give you my truth as the only way. I'm here to walk with you as you uncover yours, to remind you that you are not broken, you're becoming, and that within you already lives the love, the wisdom, and the power to live fully and to live well. And from my heart to yours, keep walking in love, wisdom, and light. If this gave you an aha moment, imagine what's waiting for you in Living and Aging Well. Grab your copy with the link below and hit subscribe so you don't miss the next conversation, because this is just the beginning.